Hello, good people of the internet. It's good to be back alive again in the studio, looking at pictures of space. What's this? It looks like an elephant's trunk. But this is why we're really here, because we want to work on this tune. Last time, and I'll tell you how long that was ago, 12 days. Wow. And that was just one session. We recycled a beat and we reused all the basses from a previous project, so that's probably why it was done in one session. So on this one, I'm now going to use this as the intro. It is already used as the intro. See this sound? It already sounds kind of hard, but edits. I'm on 12, Lucas. We upgraded to 12, and it was some of my macros stopped working. So it took me a while to get into it, but yeah, it has some cool stuff on 12. The dildo song, no. Maybe. I've not heard the dildo song. What kind of song is it? 11's good. You don't really need to move off 11. Whenever I do an upgrade, I always kind of regret it for a bit, because it sets me back. It's like a week or two or more of adjustment and finding ways to fix things that break. So yeah, sometimes it's good to just stick with it. Cinder. Yeah, good. All good today. What's good with you? Just got a bit of time to come online and do a live stream, and work on tracks. It's a bit of both. Oh, right, nice. What's the challenge, Lucas? What challenge? Like a producer challenge, is it? All right, Louis. I have no idea if I'm using I don't think I'm using Supermassive on this particular project. Could happen though. You never know. Supermassive is a pretty good thing, though, isn't it? Right, does someone just follow me? Thanks, Lucas, for following me. Been in studios all day? Oh, yeah, you said you were going to go in studio. Yeah. What's class projects? Make a track in 5 days. I'm choosing a little tear. Make a track in 5 days. Is it good? Is it how far into it are you? Yeah. Artist communication and networking. Very important, and something that took me a long time to learn on my own. It would have been good to it took me so long. I've historically been introverted, but it's taken me a long time, many years, to not be like that. I think it's doing something you love that's doing this that's helped me to come out as well. Aha, techno. Nice. Yeah, so have you got when's the deadline? Nice. Oh, okay, yeah, nearly there then. Side projects is to make 2 tracks. That's yeah. How long have you been producing Cinder? See, I don't think this can be beefed up much. It is beefed up here, but that doesn't sound right when it's all of it. I don't know. Thanks, Louis. I think just having it as a bit gives it a contrast, doesn't it? Next Sunday. Huh. You're doing well. You doing? Yeah, go on. I was taking my best guess then on what you meant. What if that kind of tubey sound, which is a comb, isn't it? What if that could be a bit wobbly? We're about to find out if it's going to sound bad or good. Well, you got to start somewhere, Cinder. If you've got the dream, if you've got the love to do it, to make, like, yeah, that's what keeps me going. My favourite ever pieces of music, I always kind of want to make music like that. Not necessarily exactly the same, but like has that vibe. I'm always trying to recreate those. and include bits of those influences in my music. Oh right, so you're on like a speed run course, well, like a crash course driving test or something. That's mad. It's a lot to take in. But if you're ready to absorb it, then right. Sounds like fun. Sounds like a good challenge. That I like a good challenge. Shoot for the stars. You might end up hitting the moon. Let's make this wobble just a bit. All right, yeah, you can win private lessons. Yeah, you'd definitely be. Yeah, it's kind of like a mad entry puzzle to get into a hard course, that in it. But there can only be one winner, I guess. It's a bit cruel because you might be like a good candidate for it. You might be really fast, but then you won't win because someone else won it for another reason. Bloody competitions. I don't really enter many competitions, but I do like the odd remix competition if I'm feeling it, if I'm feeling the vibe. But I just go, oops, what happened there? Why did it say get info on the Irish general election? At least it's not. Oh well, it is politics, isn't it? Hopefully they won't elect a fascist. I'm sure they won't. The Irish, a bit smart. In private lessons, your live 12 rate, yeah. I'm in a class with 10 others, yeah. I remember doing, what was it, music technology, long time ago. I did a year, that's all that is. Should have done 2 years after it, but it didn't work out like that for me. Nice, it's good. It's good that you've been able to realise it, that's great. Experimental trance. Do you know best the Serum drum packs? No, I don't. I mean, Serum doesn't normally do drums. But you can do drums with it. So check out these presets here. Ahi, right? Check out Ahi on YouTube and do his tutorials on how to make drums in Serum, because you can make a kick, a hi-hat and a cymbal and a snare that sound amazing. Like, check out that kick. That's in Serum. Oh wait, no, actually no, that's kick too. Tell a lie. But the kick is good too. But the snare, check out the snare. That's Serum. That's just Serum, that. Oh, and an actual snare. Oh, okay. So I have layered this, but the point is, you can make amazing drum sounds. You didn't mean drum backs. Okay, I'm tweaking. Sequences and synths. Hi, Mikey. Banzuken. Followed me. Thank you, Banzuken. You're so late. Yeah, don't let that stop you. I think I had that feeling in music technology. There was people who were like very talented musicians, guitarists, drummers, and I was just coming in after playing with Fast Tracker 2 and maybe a bit of MIDI sequencing at home, and there were people with, releases on the horizon. I was nowhere near it, so yeah, I suppose it is a little bit off-putting, but don't let it put you off. You just create your own thing at your own pace. Tweaking, singing. I bet there's loads of free ones, buns who can. I can't recommend any though, because I always make my own from scratch. I did buy some TC ones, but they're like D&B kind of bases. But yeah, I don't really have a recommendation. The presets annoy me a bit. Like presets that other people have made, and it annoys me that it annoys me. Because if I did use presets more, I'd probably make music quicker. But I kind of have a certain... I think I primarily use Serum to make basses. And I always want to make them myself. Just so I can see how they're built every time, and it gives me reassurance knowing that I know how they work. But yeah, some of it is just knob twiddling and trial and error until it sounds good. So that's not really knowing how it works, is it? That's just playing till something sticks. Jay in the house. How you doing, Jay? Curious, what music and artists do you listen to off stream? Is it similar to the music you make? No. Yeah, I mean, I'll listen to, like, I'm involved with drum and bass and dubstep nights, or have been, and there's one coming up, a dubstep night. But yeah, I'll just listen to the radio in the car. I'll listen to Six Music, I'll listen to mixes I get sent, and I'll try and select something for a long journey, but usually I'm just have to get in the car quick and just put the radio on again. Or Radio 3. I do love classical music, but yeah, one of my biggest influences is Tamita. Snowflakes Are Dancing by Tamita. Well, it's actually Tamita is this analog synth lord from... I've never used that phrase before. From Japan in the 70s. And he decided to... He was classically trained, and he loved Claude Debussy, the French composer. And he decided to use a room full of synthesizers, analog at the time, because that's all it was, and tape decks and stuff and effects, to make a electronic performance of some Debussy pieces, like Clair de Lune and that kind of thing. So I heard that growing up on a record, on vinyl record. I must have only been quite young, and I loved it. It was kind of, I think, quite playful and sort of aimed at kids a little bit. But yeah, that's played a huge... I love the sound of that. Like, you could play classical pieces with synthesizers today. You could just whack a load of MIDI in, but this isn't MIDI. This is like performed from the heart. There's expression. You can really feel it with using synths to achieve what sort of movement and emotion Debussy's putting in his musical notation, So yeah, check that album out. It's my favourite, probably my favourite ever album. And it's so unusual, and not many people know about it. It's called Snowflakes Are Dancing. Yeah, I've had colds for 2 weeks and stuff, and ill twins and not much sleep. I'm getting there. I'm getting better. It's just a slow. Callum, all right. What does that mean? I'm sure it's very friendly. Yeah, it's like if you like this music that sounds like nothing else. I think it still sounds very alien, very dynamic. You couldn't. I like. I still endeavours to make music that sounds like that. I mean, it's really hard. And emulating most music styles is really hard. But I mean, even if I had a room full of synthesizers and the same equipment that to me I had, it would still be a massive labour to do it. It'd be easier today with all like multi-track recording and virtual analog synths and stuff. But then it wouldn't sound the same. All that tape distortion. The effects at the start, U1, that is my own little laser. In Serum. Just using triangle wave and this controlling the pitch. Yeah. Can I send it you? Bit busy right now. I can show you how to make it. If you've got a Serum, it's fucking dead easy. Like, look, there's only 2 modulations. LFO1, down pitch, matrix mod. Oh, you're eating at home. Let's have a look. How do I do that now? Right, I've got to save it as something first. Is it later? It's got to go in lasers, isn't it? It's kind of a bit of a siren actually as well. Oh, is that a siren? Okay, triangle. Siren. Tooth, because it looks like a tooth, the elephant. And it's got a bit of oh, you see the delay is actually baked. Oh no, there's one now as well. Okay, there's 2 delays. There's one in the preset. They're just gonna slow me down doing this. What I'll do is I'll get back. Message me and I'll do it. Yeah, just message me on here or Insta. But it also has a Ableton Echo on with various things going on. I always get a jam from you when I join. Listening to snowflakes are dancing. Yeah, if you like strange music, that's or analog synths or Debussy, any one of those things, and you like electronic music, strange electronic music, then you have to check that album out. It's just magical. And I listened to it as a kid, and me and my sister was just like, we found it funny. There's some like funny tracks on there. But yeah, I mean, there's Claire de Lune is a serious piece of music. Like it's like only in the past sort of like 10, 20 years has Claire de Lune gone like, it's in so many films, so many TV programs. It's always existed, but for some reason it's like, I think it's like risen up people's appreciation of Debussy as a composer and the emotion, because Debussy broke all the rules. He didn't follow the rules as much as all the composers that went before him. So he's just doing all this crazy stuff that sounded good to him. I love that. I love learning about composers. Like if you listen to like Radio 3, they have bits where they'll talk about a piece of music for ages. They'll just talk about it, and it's like historically tested music that's like hundreds of years old that everyone knows. It's classical music. Everyone would know it and they hear it. And they'll just tell you about the music and when it was written and the backstory of the composer and what his life was like. And I'm just like amazed by it all. In a time where you just had like candle, piano, and some ink and you just had to write notation down here. I assume they were sort of like, you know, there was still a class divide. People who could afford a piano were obviously not in the sort of, oh, what's going on there? Yeah, I mean, I suppose music's never been more accessible. Music production has never been more accessible. But back then there was a big gap. I think if you were poor, or you didn't come from a rich background, then you just, if you wanted to be musical, you just played the fiddle. And there's probably a lot of fiddle music that's not been written down because the people who composed it didn't have the education or knowledge on how to write it down, or didn't give a fuck either. Go to the pub, play with the fiddle, play with the drummer guy, and sing some folk anthems, just as good as any other music. But yeah, the classical stuff that was obviously like had more money behind it, so was I don't know, actually. You hear about composers dying in poverty as well, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just making stuff up here because I just assume that buying a piano to compose a piece of music would cost a lot of money, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did it on harpsichords, which were a bit cheaper. I should research what I say before I'm saying it. Emils, thanks for following. Patrick Norton, thank you for following. Get into electro music. I listen to a lot of splinter genres, but never the core stuff. Oh yes, here's some other. If you want some other artists that I like, obviously Aphex Twin, Autica. If you want like the most cutting edge, like can't even. They're doing it. They've been doing it for a long time, but the most maddest glitchy music you've ever heard, but that doesn't sound like completely random, is got to be Autica. And I love Square Pusher too, and pretty much like most of those artists on Warp. Boards of Canada as well. Boards of Canada, just waiting for their new album, which is obviously, we could be waiting another 10 years, who knows. Spend my Atlas. You've just reminded me. I've got to spend my Loop cloud credits because I was signed up for the trial. I downloaded 100 points worth of free credits worth of sound, and then used a few. Actually, this is one of them. Actually, in here. This it's processed. Actually, no, that isn't. It's a hey, and then put through a massive. Put through Supermassive, Louis. If Louis is still here, tell Louis I'm using Supermassive. And then reversed or pitched down. Yeah. So that was one of the sounds. But I need to either cancel it or use another 300 credits now because it's renewed. Or is it 100? I'm not sure. P45, thank you for following. Skill guest, bless you, from Wales. From the people of Wales to the people of Estonia, we send our warmest regards. I mean, I can't really speak on behalf of anyone, but from me personally to the people of Estonia, I extend my warmest regards. I was trying to come up with a different word to regards then, but regards will do. My warmest welcomes. So I'm still the art of the introduction. You see, Miss Swaggercamp. I've not heard or seen Miss Swaggercamp. Get put on Spotify. Is that good or bad? Tell me what's going on there. 3210. I speak Russian. I know it's a bit English. That's okay. That's good. You're doing a good job, mate. It's your English is pretty good because I can understand it. It must be good if I can. Some lethal 140 beat. Oh yeah. Right. That sounds interesting. Too hard. Too hard for you. Probably too hard for me then. Oh, do you know what I saw the other day with some Japanese grime? That was interesting. Still didn't know what they were saying. But, I mean, like, I can just about hear what grime artists are saying. Some are clearer than others. Like, I'm a producer brain listening to the sounds underneath, but, you know, Japanese grime, yeah, and there's Chinese hip hop as well. And I remember hearing French hip hop for the first time. I was like, whoa. Like, they have hip hop too. Of course they do. But Japanese grime, I mean, they're like the East version of the UK. They're just on the opposite hemisphere. Wait, are they on the opposite hemisphere? Are they in the southern hemisphere? Maybe they're not. But anyway, they're on the opposite side of the world, and they've got like high tech everything and whatever. And I won't say any more than that. go all judgmental on. But yeah, they're kind of like the UK in a lot of ways. French hip hop was really, really good. I bet it is. I'd want a translator at the bottom to say what's going on. Nicholas Blunt, thanks for following. Can you play the main part? Yep. So there is the. I do need to like listen to some. Yeah, it is. It's you know, phase plant exists and vital. Cheers, Gil. Monster Gil. Monster. Maybe that's what it needs, this little sample that just tells you what's coming just before it drops. Thanks. Afford it first, yeah. I used I've got it now, I own it now. But before that I used like a sort of a trial version kind of thing. Oh, you can also do. Someone told me you can do pay as you, or hire purchase. They used to call it, which I've never done because that's something my parents did. When you can buy a car and hire purchase, I think, where you just pay a bit each month until it's paid off, but you can use it. If you stop payments, it'll stop working. Yeah, there is one website that can do it. It's like £10 a month or something. Well, oh yeah, I couldn't. I've tried FL. Every single live stream this comes up. I've tried FL. You can't do this with actually. Well, maybe you can. Maybe like if you're fast at FL, you can just go. Look, there you go. Put the limit there instead, and then add another group here, and put some effects in there. Blah blah blah, and then you've got two parallel chains. Maybe you can do that that quickly in FL, but I think it's a game changer. It was game changer for me, being able to swap group effects and stuff. But it's free. Is it free then? FL's free. All right, I know you've got a cracked version. Yeah. It's funny because FL is good. You can do loads of really cool stuff in it, and you can do like routing in different mad ways that you can't in Ableton, and it looks better. I think it's visually a lot more visually appealing. It just looks better. Like the automation lanes look better. Like in Ableton, I have to deal with this same fucking red thing. I like how in FL, it's the color of the track, and it's all dark. I don't know why that looks more user friendly to me, but I just like the way the effects work. See, that's what drove me to it. Is the way it has its place. All the effects have this section of your window, of your door window, and always there. Apart from if you add VSTs, and then they obviously have to pop up then. But yeah, everything else. I mean, it's got pretty much every single kind of studio effect. Whether they sound great or not, it's a whole different thing. Organising your track. Organising in what way? You mean like the order of the tracks, or like something to do with the browser, where you load your track up? What am I doing here? Intro. Oh, the arranging, yeah. No, they miss. See, I came from Cubase, and it's similar-ish to Cubase. Like if I, just move parts around and stuff. I remember FL did it differently, but Cubase was kind of they did it. I had to learn a slightly different way to move from Cubase to Ableton, and FL had its own way too. But yeah, I mean, like if I want to insert, don't want to switch. Yeah, it's definitely an investment to. If you did want to switch, then it could be a year until you like unlearn the other one and learn all the quick ways of using the new one, whatever you switch to. Really, I want to try. If I had to try another synth sequencer now, I would try Bitwig, because it was made at least similar to Ableton, where it's got the effects on the bottom. That was another thing. I remember going from Cubase, and pretty much every other sequencer out there has the channels on the left. But for some reason, Ableton has them on the right, and I've been using it for so long now, it just looks normal to me. But yeah, that was something else to get over. Oh, your wife got your propeller head. Is it Reason? Or is that a joke? I can't tell if you're telling a joke or whether you're talking about your wife actually got you. Yeah, Reason. Right. Didn't start off easy. Yeah. No. Yeah. I mean, someone said you should reuse Reason. I was like, yeah, actually, Reason looks good because it's kind of more self-contained, and the synths all sound good on it and stuff, and you can do everything with it. pretty much, and there'll be workarounds if you can't do everything with it. I was looking for, after using Cubase for so long, I was looking for something. I didn't know I was looking for something that would help me to get stuff down faster. And then someone showed me Ableton, and I was like, wow. So you can just go like that. You just record a MIDI part, record a drum, record a bass. Where are you? Yes. When I was going to college, every computer had like a MIDI version of Cubase. I don't think it could do audio. Netherlands, yeah. Warm welcome from Wales to Netherlands. Thanks MWS for sharing. Yeah, we had Cubase, a MIDI version of Cubase, and beside every computer there was a hardware sound module, and you plug your earphones into that. So it's just like a MIDI setup. But that was a long time ago. And they were probably very slow computers that could just about send MIDI out. You can get student versions of Ableton, can't you? Like, isn't there student? I'm sure there's a student discount, Sure there is. I have to look now because I want to know. Intro. All right. Educational offers. Yeah, check that shit out, yeah. Live 12 suite, it's half price. And you can pay in 3 installments, so that'll be like 70 quid a month, but it's still a lot of money. But I think you could just start with a basic one, innit? And then when you've got the money, get the better one, or just use, other means. Someone showed me a website last night? It was like samples, like fucking 350 gigabytes of sample CDs from like a long time ago. Just what's best for you, yes. So right, yeah. If it works for you, and I see people on live stream using FL Studio and they're just whizzes at it, and yeah, why would you move off that if that's what you're fast at? Don't disrupt your flow state, or your week to week flow state by changing a sequencer. It just grind it to a halt, wouldn't it? I'll do it just to see what it's like. I think that's what I did. I just saw Ableton and I'm like, I'm gonna learn this. See how, just making my first beats in there, they were a bit of shit. And then I got the hang of it. There's so many sequencers out there now. Free ones as well. Like the first MIDI sequencer I ever used was called Cakewalk. And it's still going, and it's free. And it looks decent. It looks like it's a fully operational DAW. I'm not gonna. 7 year. Yeah, that's. I mean, I've got 3 kids altogether, and yeah, there's not much time to do stuff, especially when you get ill. That's why I didn't do any live streams for like a week or 2. Oh, does it? Right. I don't know what the eligibility. It does say the eligibility there. Student over 18, parent or guardian buying on behalf of a student. Yeah, you'd have to read it. I'm not going to read it now. The standard sound design tools, right? See, the standard tools in FL look really good as well. Yeah, I love the way the EQ looks. The multi-band EQ, the EQ, yeah. No props. Boring sounds. What in Ableton? when I got Ableton Live 12, there's some like there's loads of drum kits that come with it, and they're good for getting ideas down. Oh really? So you want this is what I use for drums, EXO. So I've got a hard drive full of drum samples, and this scans your hard drive and puts all your drums there, all your snares there, all whatever they are, hi-hats over there, over hi-hats, claps, uncategorizable timpan, bells. Yeah, that's what I use to make my own sounds. But that's just drum sounds. I think the sounds in Ableton depends what you're looking for, really. I have to all the stock sounds, every single preset that ever exists, I always want to change it because it doesn't sound like how I want it to sound. But that could be where I'm going wrong as well, because I don't really, how do you really know how you want something to sound? Like, how do you achieve it? You know, have you got a clear enough idea in your head? Can you prove it's clear enough to be able to, like, what exactly needs changing in the harmonics and to make that sound? And if you can answer that question, then you can make the sound that you want. Better, easier anyway. Like I did a cover version of Helios Fan by Aphex Twin, and I got stuck on some of the sounds. I knew what the harmonies that were needed, and I tried and tested, so I could answer that question, but it was still a bit hard. All right, Carlos. See, yeah, this excellent audio. Should get this. It's not free again, but this is a bit of a trial version. This one. Alva the Chemist. This is EXO by XLN Audio. There are alternatives to this one. Someone showed me one the other day, and it's like a more grid. It's like on a grid. So it's kind of like a cloud, but yeah, and then but I'm sure I've seen another one that's like a random cloud like this. Yeah, it's sick. But I have got a lot of like old samples on here from old sample CDs, and they've all been scanned and put on this map based on their length and pitch. I still got that banger from last night, Carlos. Yeah. No, I had just a quick look before I came on live stream, and just turned down the ride. But I'm not going to listen to it now for like a few days to have a break from it. But yeah, it totally changed that track last night, didn't it? With the totally different bass. Duddy, how you doing? I have a hard time. Got synths and stock. Well, yeah. There are sounds that I just want. I think one of the best things you can do as a producer to produce quicker and just get ideas down as soon as you have them, is to have your own organization of sounds, whether that be from VSTs or stock things, or it doesn't matter where. It could just be a bunch of literally your own sample pack of WAVs. I started to build one, but it's not got WAVs. It's just, you can't preview any of them. You'd have to load them up in a track to see if it's the sound you want. As you can see, there's not much stuff in there. I've been trying to build stuff in there, but I still find it easier just loading up Serum and going through the presets there, because at least I can preview them pretty quickly. But there is things that I want to call up quickly, like just like atmosphere sounds, and that's quite a vague thing to say. Like, oh yeah, well, I want an atmosphere sound. Like I can go in to Serum now. Let's just load a Serum track and go into. Is it going to do it? It's not going to do it, is it? Serum. Actually, no. Let's go into Faceplant because Faceplant has like a bit of hope. So these are all the factory presets that come with Faceplant. So I'm like, oh, I want like a pad so I can do like a big long intro. But none of them sound how I want them to sound. Like, sounds good though. I mean that can sound a bit like Terminator, can't it? Maybe I just need more presets. Maybe I need to download some, find some from somewhere, or buy some or something. I forgot what my point was. I think it was just that I don't know any of these presets well enough to go, oh, I know what I want my string sound to be. I want it to be all in 80s pad. I wish I could just play. Terrible. It was awesome. Thanks. Good synth out of stock. Out of stock is like running with proper shoes. Without proper shoes, I don't know. Like I've seen some amazing stuff. You made out of the stock, just purely stock stuff. Like truly amazing stuff. Like all right, let's see. Live. This is live 12, right? It's got a new. Let's see if we can bring up a good sound that actually sounds good. Right, cinematic. There's one thing. There's only one thing. Let's see what it sounds like. Character cinematic. But yeah, you can like layer stuff. Anyway, if you've got a bit of a bass sound, you can just put another layer over the top to sort of give it a bit more. Maybe it is the playing of them as well. I think they probably do sound good, all these patches, but I can't play them. I can't. I think knowing music theory, it gets you a lot of places. So that's my advice to anyone. Learn music theory as young as possible. So it's easier. There is a backside of the instrument. Oh yeah, the backside of the instruments in Reason. I forgot about that. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I think Alvar the Chemist is Serum can do everything, most of the things I want to do, I think. And I'm still trying to figure out that there's still things it can do which I've not really experimented with. There's someone called Nest Acoustics on TikTok, and he does like synthwavy kind of like 80s synthwave sounding stuff, and he's always proper excited on his videos about all the sounds that he's just made and managed to figure out a way to make something like introduce noise into a string sound that makes it sound like it's come from the 80s. And he'll show you how he did it, and he's hacked basically serum to get more out of the what do you call it? He uses like a noise oscillator. He puts a sine wave in the noise oscillator, then uses that to frequency modulate one of the oscillators, one of the main oscillators. So you get like an extra frequency modulator if you do that. And there's all these, and like he uses like raindrops and water sounds and uses that as noise to trigger stuff in Ableton, and it just sounds great. Like everything he does is, should watch. I did download a few. There were when you great thing when you buy Ableton, you can download a load of. I'm sure you can get them elsewhere, but you download. They have loads of free stuff that they don't give you with the initial download of Ableton, but you can just download them all for free. Shit's on harder with stock plugins now. I think there are some people who are pure stock plugin purists. I think the producers doing tutorials on YouTube can demonstrate that you can just use stock to do like pretty much everything. I mean, if you want this that sort of edge that Serum has, that sound, obviously you can't do that with just Operator. But you can do different things with Operator and to have a different sound, you know. Do you know there's an artist called Current Value? He's a drum and bass producer, and his sound is stock plugin. You can tell it's when you know that it's just using stock plugins, that you can go, oh yeah, but it's still like hits. It's still an amazing sound that he's achieved just doing stock. So yeah, I think it just shows you that if you just have a fixed amount of tools, it's the way you use those tools. Sometimes having a restriction is a wonderful thing. Sometimes not getting what you want is a wonderful stroke of luck. Whoever said that, it's a famous quote. And it's so true. In all parts of life, like bit too computery. Yeah. No, you're right. It's if you are trying to make an organic sound with a computer, yeah. I don't know, because I know Aidan, you do like singing and guitar. You're doing acoustic stuff, aren't you? So I don't know. Maybe if you're processing, if you're doing audio processing, maybe it does. Thomas Penton, first reason. Yeah, no, it makes sense to me. Joe Alidine, thanks for following. Mark, thanks for following. Alvar, but the simpler the sound, the more effective and pure. Yes, that's so true. That is so true. Yeah. I have done so many overcomplicated sounds and gone with it and finished a track, and I go, yes, I've finished, done it, and then I'm not happy with it because I'm like, it sounds too much. There's too much going on, even in just like singular sounds. So yeah, there's something about purity. Like I've heard loads of really good FM basses from drum and bass and dubstep, and they don't have this like fizzy stuff on top, the harsh fizzy stuff that's it's too easy to do with FM synthesis. And if they found a way of doing it, that's why these tracks have risen to the top. It's because they've got the FM sound, but without the artifacts, or just without as much distortion, and that's nicer on the ears. But maybe getting that simple sound maybe it's difficult to make it sound simple. and easy to just go and just make it sound like craziness. Whoa, €435. That's some. That's how much they're selling it for. Yeah, still going. Big rock and electronic. Ah, do you? Right. Okay. I'll have to have a listen out for your electronic stuff. Alvar, the sin of overdoing. Yeah. Yeah. Like today, I heard on the radio, DJ Clips. Oh no, it wasn't on the radio. It was on some DJs were playing it on TikTok Live. There's an old DJ Clips track, and the bass is dead simple. It's a really good sounding bass, but it's dead simple. Simple harmonics. But in like it had a minor key, and it made me think. When stuff's in a minor key in a club, it's not like a sad. Like a minor key sometimes is like a melancholic kind of thing to invoke a sort of like a slightly negative feeling. I don't know. Not all minor keys are, but anyway, it's in a minor key. But some minor keys are like serious, like they feel like it's like a moment of hardship, but not in a sad way, but in like a gritty teeth. I'm just talking about fucking harmonies and music. What am I talking about? Anyway, Clips, great track. I forgot what it's called, but it's a great track. It's just that bass and a really good set of drum breaks over the top, and obviously an intro and breaks at the end and stuff. But yeah, well made. 2.54. Is that the number of the day? 2.54. Sounds better without the ride as well. That was supposed to be a different shit. You'd shit me up then. It's luckily it's only 5 to 1 for me. But 2:55 for you. I assume you don't have to get up so early tomorrow. I mean, I have stayed awake till nearly that time, and I still had to get up at 8. Fool. That's never ends well. I want to do that. Kick on the snare at the same time. That's like a crime, innit? Unless you're making 4/4. This sound as well. Overdoing, yeah. Don't want to commit that sin of overdoing. Am I doing it now? I mean, it's simple. This simple down thing is simple. I feel like it's not wobbly enough. Yep. Yep, K7. This thing, I'm just trying to like make this bass a little bit more. It's doesn't have any volume automation. I think it needs to just go. It sounds a bit wobbly, but it just needs to go one a bit more. Maybe it needs filtering actually. Let's try that. No, I'm not sure. How are you doing, K7? If you have some time, can you give me a pin about one of my works? I think I've got to go pretty soon. Not in yeah, I mean, if you want, just send me stuff. Yeah, send it to my inbox if you want. I can tell you as well. That's a bit easier to do sometimes because you want to go on live stream. It's kind of like creation time, but throughout the day, I've got little pockets of time when I can sort of listen to stuff and reply to messages. So it might be better that way. Softening. What if? Yeah, maybe we don't. Oh, maybe we do want to soften it. Yeah. Basically. Oh, it's already doing it. Subtle. That was just came out nowhere. Whoop. Yeah, do that, or if I think maybe Insta. Get me on Insta if you're on Insta. Yeah, underwater. It could be more bubbly, couldn't it? If it was underwater. Like. Like that. Maybe it's the speed of. I'm gonna have to, so I don't fuck this up, I'm gonna put another one. Global master tune. Wait, what the freak is going on here? I've done the wrong thing. LFO. Yeah. Whoa, why is it crackling? Hang on, I did notice that and I was just like, I'm so used to working through crackles. That's some serious processing. Someone is using the processor. Who is it? That can't be. That's not even. even that much stuff going on. Way more things going on. Oh, okay. We just need to change the buffer, don't we? Yeah, it's only small. Hardware. Let's change it to just a bit higher. And wait. Beep beep. It made a beep beep sound. Change that as well. Right. On your chat by me when I haven't written that. Oh, I think it's when you've clicked on someone and maybe put a reply. And then it just kind of stays up. I don't know. Still don't know if that's what I want, but see if get one nice high goes together. Can we choose the wobbling? Oh, the timing is the timing off now of Ableton. Or everything. So I was going to do the wobbly thing when just try this. Two wobbles that collide. I wouldn't even know how to describe them myself. The two wobbles that collide. You were talking about this sound, are we? How the fuck did you get this video set up? OBS. OBS, the amazing, incredible open source broadcast. Open broadcast system, was it? OBS, and then a plugin for mouse tracking and a vertical output plugin. A script for mouse tracking and a vertical output plugin. And a bit of tweaking to get it to work. It does work though. In the forums, I still need to go on the forum and say how I fixed it. Well, made it work. Manny made me dull. Thanks for following. Damn, because it's like different from phone res. Oh yeah, full screen. Yeah. Yeah, so in the TikTok studio you can. I didn't know anyone watched it on the widescreen version, but that outputs to YouTube as well. Say hello to everyone on YouTube who doesn't watch. It's just videos, isn't it? Videos for YouTube as well. Yeah, and the other one sort of sync at the end. It's the hardest thing to decode. I might not be able to get you on this. No probs. No probs. Well, let's listen again. Maybe I should move to another track because I've been working on this one for too long. Manny made me doll. Send me roses, thank you. I'm thinking these drums are too snappy now. They were only meant to be, everything is kind of stand-in and can be replaced anytime, but let's see if we can reduce it without destroying anything. It's impossible. Actually, no, not in this session. That's a mixing session. GG, no, 5 GGs, 15 music plays, and 30 roses. And 5 roses, thank you. I think that's the most I've ever got by far in like a live stream. Yeah, I think I need to, I say this quite a lot, but I'm like, it's like I need to go and like render it, and then that's what they used to call it in Cubase. I think used to render it. Is it not render now? Control R, Control Shift R. Export is called. No, export. Yeah, I'm sure Cubase called it render. Render the WAV, and then think about it, and then hopefully just before a session go, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll use this effect I just thought of to make the bass sound better. Oh, do you know what's coming out tomorrow is a free plugin called Filter Table, and it's like filters, but wavetable of filters. So maybe, well, not there's me saying I'll play on my live stream tonight, but like literally it says Friday. I read it and then But I will play it. I will play with this plugin tomorrow night. In fact, it's Friday today. Is it ready now? No. But yeah, it has all these plugins for free. One of them's paid for, like Soothe 2 alike kind of resonance suppressor. And the rest are free. I had to go with one yesterday. I had to go with Resonator and Blasphemy, I think it was. This is Gumroad. This guy. He just makes plugins for this thing called Plug Data, which is like an open source plugin wrapper. And there was another developer who makes stuff for it, and I've got his this thing. Well, actually, I'll try this. What bass should we put in? Should we try that? No, wait. We'll try this basic thing here. So we load up Plug Data. A good snare. I'm glad you like the snare. Can't remember where I got it from. Is there a Black Friday sale at Waves? Doesn't surprise me. Phase shift. Okay, so then we go in Plug Data, yeah. Put in load the VST, then load the phase shift file. Why is it doing that? Why is it being funny? Shouldn't look like that, you know. What's going on? Oh no, what's going on? I don't know how to use this. It's like this is powerful because anyone can just do anything in it, but I just want it to do the thing, the easy thing. Let's reopen this patch, shall we? Oops. Phase shift. I just want to get it back so it doesn't look like this. Oh, damn it. Anyway, it works, but I can't demonstrate it. I've turned on loads of stuff. Workspace, no. Add object, edit mode. No, not edit mode. Presentation mode? Almost. It's still got this weird highlight stuff around it though. Enter plugin mode. Yay! Oh, it's still got this stuff around it. That orange, okay, ignore all the orange lines. So, this bass, if I just draw this in and go. Pretty crazy. It can be good, like I've used it on one or two basses to make the bass to sort of smudge the frequency, well, the phase. It's like a phasing effect, but it uses FFT, so it's got an FFT sound as well as changing the phase of each FFT bin, from what I understand, because from like 0 degrees, 180 up to 360. That's kind of how I understand it. Where did I put that? I'm going to want to hear what it sounds like on the drums. Like that. I think it's broken. Like it's just stretches out the transients. It's mad. This plugin for HJ is called Plug Data, which is like a free open source wrapper. So get that, and then once you got that, get N Phase Shift by Nasco. N-phase shift. It's free. This plugin within a plugin. Yeah, it's cool. I imagine you can do the same thing with Ableton's. Ableton's got one. Reactor used to be able to it still can do it. Yeah, and FL and Max Live, yeah. There's a few of them that have the built-in device makers, plugin makers. But this one apparently is cross-platform. So this plug data, you can get plug data for Mac and Android even, and you can run these same plugins on anything. So that gets kind of like makes it a lot more compatible. I think that's why it's gone kind of getting popular anyway. Because I mean, this guy's got 3,000 followers, and I think he just develops for this really. Spectral effects. Oh, cool. You're welcome, skill guest. Yeah, send me to use Rift. Rift. No, I don't use Rift. Right, I've heard of it, yeah. Right, yeah, there's probably plugins that actually do all this stuff you've just seen in those free plugins. And this plug data thing is probably like developers trying to like make free versions of everything and showing that that can be done in that plug data. But yeah, sometimes free stuff isn't as, quick to use or reliable, or doesn't have as many little features as like a paid one, yeah. Rift 2 minimal audio. Really good for textures. Portal, I have tried Portal. Can't Portal do grain? Doesn't like grain effect. You just kind of like automate in an XY thing. I did try that. It wasn't for me, that one though. Phase J, thanks for sending me music play. Cheers, mate. Music play. Let's try and play some music. But I should probably fucking hell, right. 10 minutes left I've got. Got to go half one. Not be daft. That sounds wobbly. Right, yeah. Oh yeah, what was I doing? I was seeing if... No, lost it. That'll do for now, I think. That was the old intro. It's a distant memory, that now. The intro needs a lot of work. That's gotta be the next session. That's just basic intro. Right, if I save this now. I want to try Current. Has anyone tried Current? It's supposed to be like Serum and Faceplant. And there's also one called... Well, Vital. I've tried Vital, and I've not got it on this computer yet. I should get that as well. Again, now just so it's there to have a play with. And if anyone ever says, "Oh, have you tried Vital?" I'll probably just load Vital up. Let's try and get a bass out of it and just put a sine wave in. Make it FM frequency modulator with another oscillator and just take it from there. I keep thinking about this. I would love for that to be a reality. I'd love, because Serum is so good, and I bet it's taken this long because the developer and developers want it to be better than Serum, which is probably really hard to do. Because I remember when Massive 2 came out, I think it sounds good, but it didn't get nearly the amount of, like, it wasn't nearly as picked up as and used as the original Massive. But there are things that after using Serum for a while, you're like, oh, that it'd be better if this did this and this did this, and the developers thinking that as well. So yeah, I'd love to Serum 2. And I think I would definitely support it and get it as quickly as possible. But again, it's like learning a whole new thing. And it can be inspiring, can't it? Getting a whole new synth. Hive. All right. For native instruments, wavetable. Nice. It reminds me of a Cubase synth with the layout. Yuhi. Oh, is that the distortion thing? Oh no, Yuhi is the company. Well, maybe I might take you up on the offer. Workhorse. Basil. Podolsky. Yeah. That's a T. Oh, yeah, no way, right. THX. With how many? Did you see how that was made? Like, did you watch the documentary, or someone's like this computer, weird, obscure computer that could just generate, like, was it just saw waves, or pulse? No, is it pulses? Pulse width, square waves. Yeah, it's a great sound. Right, I might have to go in a minute. Right, did I balance this yet? Balance it at full volume first. Wretch, this one's called. Oh, I did bounce it. Okay, that's that then. Mono to Supersaw. Before it was called Supersaw. Right, oh my gosh, 4 minutes. What can I do? Probably not much. See what I can work on tomorrow. Search. 3 days ago. 5 days ago. Wow, did I not save that? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the one I made. Yeah, so doing the Amens at 140. Hale. Not sure about the bass yet there, but Phase J, thanks for watching. See you another time. I'll probably be on tomorrow, we'll see. Good to see you though. Still not sure about this one. I thought the bass was interesting, but no, I'm not sure. think I need to move that out of there. Oh, well, thank you. Snaz. E.T. Snaz E.T. Thank you. I should know how to speak Polish. If that even is Polish, I assume that is, I don't know. I can't. I've moved to Wales and I'm sort of learning to speak Welsh. Because, well, Agnieszka. Is that right? Agnieszka. Thanks. Yeah, my grandfather was Polish, so I've got the blood, but none of the words. I feel like I've got a bit of Polish in me. I do actually feel like that. Not just because I like drinking vodka. Vasilevsky. Of, like, I pronounce it many different ways. And I anglify it so that people get the W. Wasilewski. The two W's in there. And I googled it. I googled my name, and it didn't used to come up with much. No, there's plenty of other Vasilevskis out there. See, I've said it 3 different times or 3 different ways already. It's just awkward, isn't it? And now my kids will have that name, so they've got a lifetime of awkwardness to come. Yeah. Because, it's a Polish name in England, and, it's England. Well, Wales, actually, so it's not as bad. But yeah, it's cool. It is cool. It is cool having a cool name, a different name. Are you in Poland right now? Are you texting from Poland? So this was, I remember when I wrote this 50 days ago. Oh my gosh. Yeah, UK. Yep, a lot of Polish in the UK. It's good. It's what makes up part of the UK. Like, it's what gives it its character, isn't it? A melting pot of different cultures and backgrounds and languages. And some people don't like that. It's horrible. Some people are like, oh, I don't want that. It's got to be British. Well, this is British. Multicultural. And it's been like this for ages, since before they were all born. Yeah. Is there? Alright. Did not know that. I assumed there would be after, like, what's going on in the world, that there would be, like, sort of refugees maybe given a bit of a priority and stuff, but I don't know. Whereabouts in the UK are you? I moved from Manchester 3 years ago to Wales. Hilly Wales. I worked out the other day that when I lived in Manchester, I was about an hour away from a beach. Like, was it Southport or Crosby Beach? But now I'm in Wales, I'm actually further away from a beach. It's not right, that, is it? I used to come here on my holidays, to Anglesey from Manchester. Camberley. Camberley is south, isn't it? Well, you're an hour and a half from a beach. What, from the south coast? nice. It's good to know how far you are from the beach. Like, it's very specific amount of time. Like we in this amount of time we could be on the beach like at any moment. Cousin, no, sorry, I have to go. I'm about to go. I loaded up this project, but I would love to hear it. If you want me to hear it in a private message, you can send it me here on Insta. But if you want me to hear it and I'll play it on a live stream, you just gotta get lucky for that. I might do a scheduled stream at one point, but that's hard because not everyone's on at that time, you know. Sometimes I'm up for listening to stuff on live streams, but yeah, right now I have to call it a night extremely soon. Shana, Naj, Iti, have a good night to you too. Good night to you. Nice chat, fellow blood. Okay, so all I wanted to do is a quick edit to this, and then I'm gonna go. That sound just sounds a bit like whistly in the wrong places. So I'm just gonna see if I can do it quick. Make it sound more like fog horn thing. Okay, we're not gonna fuck with that. We're gonna duplicate that one as well because we might want to keep it. Just zero that. So there's. That's more bouncy. I'm having fun here. Last time I created this bass preset and it's got like several problems with it, and I've used it in so many projects. The trouble with it was, I think it might have been the reverb. Oh no, it was the EQ. Still doing it. Still too much like high frequency. What if I could just pitch down? Some basses. Wow. Again. And put. Recently been doing this. Put an amp on it. Put a banging amp on it. My voice is echoed because unknown. Just does it sometimes. There we go. Should be back now. I'm going to bed. Just a minute. Do we need another? Call these. So, yeah, gone past the moment of tiredness and have to just save this. I made a little edit, and now I'm going to bounce it and go to bed. Bounce. Wave pool. Such a small edit, but still an edit. And we're going to go into. See, I did add. What did I do in this one now? Drum edits. Can't remember. Oh, yeah. Longer entry. It was version 9 or 7. I should know this. Oh, too tired now to do this. Gotta go. Wretch. Version 7. Okay. Save. This one was called Wave Pool. And all I did was. Wait, what's the version, isn't it? 2. Alternate bass, first bass, and then second bass, chip chop. 2 notes. Yeah. Why not? Right. Thank you everyone for watching and tuning in and gifting me, and have an awesome night and day tomorrow. I hopefully will be back tomorrow night, fresh as a daisy. So, be well, take care.